Hi, it's PeeMonster. I guess I'll consider this like the 2 months update to my hair. What I've been doing to my hair. I had put Braidlocs in, starting with relaxed hair. And yeah, there's some discrepancy with the timing of my first video, but we'll just call this one, roughly 2 months update. So here's what it looks like. I mean, right now it's in a ponytail, but you can kind of see. I was just telling my buddy this morning that it's definitely doing something. I'm not quite sure what stage it's in, but some of the locks, quite a few in the back, actually have that lumpy thing going on. This one is probably the most intense in the front here. Sorry, I don't have the greatest camera. I'm using my phone, but hopefully you can see what that is. When I look it up, it seems to resemble what people call budding, but I don't quite know. But yeah, that's what it's doing. So I haven't been keeping track of how much interlocking I've had to do. Like, I just do it when I feel like it needs to be done, only on parts that feel like they need it. I would say each lock has, give or take, 1 inch of new growth. Well, not 1 inch of new growth. I'd say 1 inch of interlocked growth. Let me see if you can see it compared to the braid. See, it's interlocked up until this point. So roughly 1 inch on each part. I found that back here, my hair grows a lot faster than my front pieces. And all in all, I think my hair just generally grows really fast. I have the same issue with my nails. I've recently cut them, but they just grow super fast. I think it's because of IUD. Like, I've had an IUD for a couple years now, and I think it tends to make your nails and your hair grow a lot faster, which can be super annoying nails-wise. But yeah, that's why my nails always look messed up in pictures. They grow very quickly. See, from here, it's interlock, 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 braid. So I've interlocked this much right here. And if you saw in my previous video, I also had hair that was out in the front because I had intended to use it for just like baby hairs when I have time to slick it down, but I found that I never really had the time to do that, so I tucked a bunch of it into the nearby dreads and got rid of most of it. There's still a little bit in case I feel like, slicking it down, but for the most part I've gotten rid of it. What on earth is that? Is that my gray hair? Yeah, that's my gray hair, guys. I'm sorry. So what have I been using? My husband is outside. Okay, so my regimen has changed quite a bit. I started out doing the sandalwood and rose oil spray that I was doing that I talked about before. But, oh, and I also said I swore off of coconut oil because it will cause like pimples. In my previous experience with it. But I actually tried this stuff called cocava. It's like coconut oil mixed with avocado oil, and they sell it in the food section. It's actually as a solid in a tub, and you melt it to use it. I tried that for a while, and it wasn't too bad. It didn't mess up my skin as badly as pure coconut oil did, but it definitely, I think it definitely goes to your pores. So after a while, I just decided I wasn't going to use that anymore, but it did feel pretty nice on my hair, I'll be honest. It worked. And it didn't have that nasty coconut oil smell, that kind of after smell that is not very pleasant. And yeah, since then I have switched to avocado oil, just pure avocado oil. He's coming over here. Yes.
What the hell's going on? You like almost look like a ghost face for a second, like a face that was just in the window.
I'm sorry.
It was like a mixture of, you get what I mean?
Yeah. You can end up on Jill's countdown. I love that guy. Okay, so I switched to just avocado oil, just the pure avocado oil 100%. And I switched my water. Before you would use filtered water, but now I just have this bottle. It's not even, this is not what's in there. It was the old bottle that I used that used to have a product for my daughter that she no longer uses, so I just dumped it out. washed it out, and I filled it with avocado oil and water. First I was using filtered water, then I switched to rose water, not because it's done wonders for me or anything. I switched to it because everyone else is saying that it does wonders for them. And the simple fact that I love roses, and any excuse to smell like a rose, I'll take it. So it's filled with half rose water and half avocado oil. And this is what I use. And on top of that, I have this continuous sprayer. And I just spritz, I guess, every night. But it's filled just with rose water. And I'll link to the rose water that I buy, because I buy this rose water, and the one that I bought in the past, I found the prices are better when you go with the imported ones, not just the beauty, like the tiny little ounce beauty rose water bottle for $10. No, it's not like that. I got 4 like this size bottles of rose water for I think 20 something dollars on Amazon. I'll link it below. And so yeah, this is filled with rose water. I'll spray with this one, and then I'll wait a while, like brush my teeth or something, and then I'll go over, shake this up, and then spray just to seal the moisture from the rose water with the oil. But if I'm in a rush, I'll just use this one because it already has water in it anyway, the rose water mixed with the oil, and that's about all I do. I did try to dye it red with I used Adore, one of the red Adore semi-permanent dyes. You can't see it at all because I was too afraid to put developer, because my hair is already relaxed, and I couldn't find enough information to say that it would be safe. I mean, I've done it in the past. I had a hairdresser do it years and years ago. She lightened my hair a few steps, and it was totally fine, but I just didn't feel safe doing it right now, and I just want to focus on healthy locks. I like what they're doing right now. Like, I'm starting to really like what these are doing. I've had a few of them unravel over the past couple months. And then last night, or yesterday, after I washed my hair, there was one that was just almost completely unraveled, and I braided it back, but it was just so weird to see my hair again, and I got a chance to say, oh, are you sure you want to do this? Because I could see my relaxed hair again, and I just totally braided it back, and hopefully it doesn't come out again, but mostly they're stuck pretty good. So yeah, I like it up in the ponytail. I still have my undercut. I shaved it down since that first video. I used the same lock key, the one that I linked in my first video. I'll link it again. I actually bought another set. They come in a set of 2, but I kept misplacing them, so I knew I was going to have to double up in case I lose one. I'll never not be able to straighten up my hair. But yeah, this is a good lock key. I know it's called a tool, but I think it's kind of cool to call it a lock key, so that's what I'm going to call it from here on, my lock key. And yeah, so I guess I'll take the ponytail down as much as I don't want to. Just so you can see. That's where it is. See, things are happening. I wish my camera was more detailed, let me see. Yeah. They're totally becoming something. That's it. They definitely thickened up a bit. You can't really see my undercut from behind when they're just down. Yeah, I think I made the right choice. This is good. So yeah, short update. It's only been 2 months. I'm not expecting too much, but I would like to update on what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. If there's anything else. Yeah, I've decided to continue braiding and banding when I wash it, just because I want to reduce the slippage as it's maturing, and that's been going pretty well. For shampoo, I still use the Neutrogena clarifying, but I also use the Nizoral antifungal, which is amazing. It has already cleared up the issue I was having with seborrheic dermatitis. For the most part, I still get dry scalp, but when I spray the oil, it's okay. Just got to make sure to keep the oil in the scalp. And I've tried a couple other things, nothing too fancy. I still use the polymers that I showed in my last video. And there's another, this new brand. Let me go get it. So I want to make sure that I bring this and show it because I really like it. It's called Heritage by Mindy McKnight. It's a whole line of hair products that I found, I think, at Target or Walmart. I can't remember. This is the ACV hair rinse, and it's sulfate, phthalate, paraben, silicone, gluten, mineral oil, and cruelty-free, color-safe, vegan. It smells really good. Like, I really like this smell. It's good to just cleanse your scalp. It definitely doesn't smell like apple cider vinegar for the most part. But yeah, I want to share it just because even one use takes a lot of the bottle, unfortunately. And it's not extremely cheap. I think it was like $8 or $9 for this bottle. Good for maybe 3 or 4 washes. I'm down to here and I've used it maybe 2 or 3 times. But the smell is really nice. I love smells, and this is one of the smells that I like. So this is Heritage Apple Cider Vinegar Hair Rinse by Mindy McKnight. I don't know who she is, but thank you. What else have I done? We put hair dye on it that you can't really see until you go in the sun. Yeah, maybe later I'll lighten it, but I don't really want to mess with the quality of the hair just yet until I know what it's gonna be. I've been putting more effort into keeping my roots separated, just like while I'm watching something or hanging out with the kids. I'll just go through and make sure that they're separated. I think I just got a little bit paranoid from some past experiences where I ended up having to cut strands that were stuck together. Here and there, I'll still break them. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing that, but it's annoying to me when there's strands going through or the locks are trying to get married, so I will just... I'm a total cave woman about it, but so far it's okay. What else? Yeah. I guess that's it. I don't... Oh, yeah. I don't wrap it at nighttime. I know they say that you should, but I simply don't. Just because the whole point of me doing this is low maintenance. I'm not concerned about it being, as I said, corporate friendly, and I don't care. Like, I don't know. The whole point is to not have to care about hair. I can wash it and that's fine, but I like the idea of just going to bed and waking up and not really having to deal with crazy stuff. And for the most part, it's not too crazy. Oh, now that it's down, I can show you these pieces in the back that are really doing something. See, to me, I don't know what would be considered slippage and what's considered maturing. So I'm just letting it do whatever it needs to do, not putting too much thought into it. But some of these are really crazy looking. See that? I assume that's what it's supposed to be doing. So yeah, that's it. If I can answer any questions, I'd be happy to answer it. It's far less of a hassle than one would expect with relaxed hair and braids. You know, you'd expect it to just slip out after a while, but I think because I keep wetting it and stuff, it has some what do you call it? It has some stick to it, so I don't have to worry about it falling apart, especially not now that it's getting more mature. Yeah, any questions, I can answer it. So far, so good. I still think I made the right choice. The other day I looked in the mirror and I smiled, like I saw something. I felt good looking in the mirror, which was insane because I've spent the past few months just with hair that didn't really function, like didn't do anything, just put it back in a ponytail maybe, and not feel good about it. But I actually looked in the mirror the other day and I smiled and I was just like, I made a good choice. I don't think I made a bad choice at all. Like, this is it. Once they're fine as they are, but they're gonna grow longer. And I think I'll be really happy with that. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy this update video. I'll try update again maybe 5 months. I'll update it 5 months maybe. If something really starts happening or something changes or I change a product, maybe I'll update it 4 months, at 4 months. But yeah, we're at the 2 month mark now, so in 3 months, I'll update again. Unless there are questions or, whatever. 5 months. See you then. Goodbye.